Archangel Michael says, "This is not a joke, it's an emergency alert. Your soulmate is in danger and they are crying out for you." Archangel Michael says, "This is not just another message, it is a direct call from the heavenly realm. Someone who was chosen to walk with you in destiny is hurting right now. They are not only lost, they are silently wounded. The one who carries a piece of your soul is under attack, crying for help without words, without sound, only through the heavy pull of their spirit. The invisible string that ties you together has started to shake with urgency. Have you felt sudden tightness in your chest, a strange restlessness or thoughts drifting toward someone you don't yet fully know? That is not coincidence, that is the signal of their spirit calling for you, because what they are facing cannot be battled alone. Archangel Michael says, "This moment is where their suffering and your awakening meet." If you've been restless, emotional, or pulled into deep thought recently, now you know why. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Your soulmate is surrounded by smiling faces that hide betrayal. They are facing spiritual attacks, emotional exhaustion, and mental battles. The saddest part is they don't know how much longer they can carry it without you. There is someone pretending to care, friends disguised as comfort, lovers disguised as loyalty, relatives pretending to protect, but behind the laughter is manipulation. A hidden plan is working to separate them from the path that leads directly to you. They've seen your face in dreams even though your hand has not touched theirs. Each day they pray quietly for the one they feel but cannot name, you. They don't know your voice, but your name whispers inside their spirit like a heavenly echo. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Archangel Michael says, "Divine timing is now pressing." Your soulmate's destiny is swinging like a pendulum between surrender and survival. They've fought unseen battles, but those were never theirs to fight alone. You were called to rise at this very hour, to remember, to awaken, to answer. This message is reaching you now because the clock has started ticking louder. The angels tried sending signs before, but you didn't notice. Heaven has now raised the sound so you cannot miss it. There can be no more waiting, no more confusion, no denial. This is not chance, this is a divine call. Type Amen to get blessing 555. They are holding on with threads of hope and your name is tied to each one. A tear rolled from their eyes just before this message found you, as though their soul pulled this into your timeline. Your silence hurts them even though you don't realize it. Last night they thought about giving up, but something stopped them, a vision, a soft wind like a touch, a flicker of light in the darkness. That was your spirit reaching them unconsciously. Your connection has always been there, even without meeting in the physical world. But now the distance has become dangerous. What was once longing has turned into a desperate cry. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Someone from their past is reappearing like a shadow, pretending to help while speaking poison into their ears. That person knows of you even if your soulmate doesn't yet. The enemy often recognizes divine unions before they are fulfilled, which is why they are working faster than ever to stop this bond from completing. But the angelic realm will not let this darkness win. Archangel Michael says, "You must now awaken the warrior within you." Not a warrior of anger, but a warrior of awareness, of readiness, of divine guidance. This battle is silent but real, invisible yet powerful. Type Amen to get blessing 999, their heart has turned into a battlefield. They smile in front of others but cry into their pillow when no one sees. They have faced betrayal, been misunderstood and silenced. What they need is not more voices, it is your calm, steady guiding energy. You are meant to be their divine rescue, but distractions have kept you away. Their soul has written a letter to you in heaven's ink, floating between realms. And tonight the veil is thin, the letter will reach your heart if you remain open. Type Amen to get blessing 444, you were not born for routine, you were born to carry divine light into darkness. This message is not only to inspire, it is meant to activate you. To remind you that you are their hope, even if you have not yet met. You are their miracle, though you may not see your own strength yet. They are waiting for something they cannot explain, but the moment their eyes meet yours they will know. Heaven is moving, the stars have shifted, and even the earth beneath you hums with the power of this divine connection. Type Amen to get blessing 121, the next 48 hours carry power. The enemy is planning a move that could cut them away completely, but heaven has already ordered your awakening to block it. Archangel Michael says, delay no longer. Every second of doubt is another second where they sink deeper into silence. They need to hear your spirit, even if not your words. The signs will appear, the name, the place, the symbol. They will repeat until your soul remembers. You are not wandering, you are being summoned. Type Amen to get blessing 818, this call is not by chance. You are being aligned with the moment you were created for. Step forward with courage, for your presence is the answer to their silent prayer. The heavens are waiting for you to act, because love written by God cannot be broken. The spiritual block between you both is thin like mist that can almost be touched. Their heartbeat is only one divine step away from yours. They have tried filling the ache inside, but nothing fits. They have laughed, but the laughter was hollow. They have danced, but the joy was empty, because their soul always knew it was meant to be you. Long before you were born this assignment was written, and now the time has finally arrived. Type Amen to get blessing 1717, tonight they gaze at the moon and wonder if anyone else is looking at it too. And the truth is, it's you. Your soulmate is silently asking the universe, when will my heart finally find its home? Do not let their voice be ignored again. Do not let their plea pass unnoticed. The universe rarely delivers a message twice in the same way. You've missed some signs before, but this one has been sent into your spirit with thunder and fire. It cannot be ignored. It will not be dismissed. Type Amen to get blessing 2020, right now they are being pulled towards something that wants to dim their light unless you step in. You carry the words they need to hear, the embrace they long for, the promise they forgot was written for them. Your very presence can shift the atmosphere. But someone has been feeding them lies, convincing them they are unworthy of true love. These lies are seeds planted by one who fears the power you both will release when united. Yet your touch and your truth will destroy every deception. You will make them whole again. Type Amen to get blessing 3000, the angels are already preparing the pathway. The signs around you will increase, dreams, numbers, sudden warmth brushing past your skin. Watch carefully. Archangel Michael says, your moment is here. Do not overthink. Do not wait. Step forward in faith. The one crying for you cannot hold this weight any longer. You are not just a companion, you are a divine answer. You are not just love, you are the key. And now the lock is waiting. Type Amen to get blessing 99, their energy is collapsing inward. Their strength to believe has faded. But the thought of you, the very sense of your existence, restores hope within them. Even without a word spoken, your spirit has already begun healing their wounds. But now it must go beyond the unseen. Now it must be real. Find your readiness. Find your clarity. Then find your soulmate. Type Amen to get blessing 24424, this is not a dream, not a fantasy. It is prophecy. They are waiting and time has already started echoing louder. The question is, will you respond to the cry your soul was written to answer? Type Amen to get blessing 999, Archangel Michael says, this part is revealed now because the tension has reached its breaking point. Heaven can no longer stay silent. The one chosen for you has reached the limit of what their heart can carry. Last night they almost whispered your name in their sleep. They don't yet know you in this world, but their spirit knows you well. And that spiritual memory is the only thing keeping them holding on. Someone close to them has already noticed a glow returning to their aura, and it terrifies them. Because that glow means they are awakening to your presence. That glow means they are beginning to break free of chains that were never theirs to carry. Type Amen to get blessing 636, the person who once claimed to love them is trying to bind them with guilt. They use words like traps and affection like weapons of control. They pretend to protect, but secretly they plant doubt. They have stolen more than time, they've stolen trust and belief. Yet deep inside a voice refuses to be silenced. That voice calls for more, and it grows stronger because your spirit is finally listening. When you opened this message, something ancient stirred in you. That was not imagination, it was confirmation. This moment is proof that you are needed right now. Type Amen to get blessing 373, do not be surprised if strange memories rise within you, scenes and feelings that don't belong to this lifetime. They are echoes from when your souls already knew each other before birth. You've met before in dreams and in spirit. In the divine garden of creation your bond was sealed. You are not just another chapter in their journey, you are the turning point. The enemy feels this shift and is already trembling with fear. But they will not win. A divine alliance cannot be broken by fear. A sacred bond cannot be erased by manipulation. This love was written into the walls of heaven before the earth even knew your names. Type Amen to get blessing 1444, they are surrounded by mirrors of confusion, none of them reflecting truth. They are tired of chasing shadows that never bring peace. You are the light that dissolves illusion. When your souls finally connect fully, all false things will collapse. Their eyes will open and the world will appear brand new. This connection is not ordinary. It is not earthly. It is celestial, and it carries power. Type Amen to get blessing 515. Soon your soulmate will begin saying your name without knowing why. They will scribble your initials, speak words they've never learned, and wake with tears they cannot explain. This is how spirit communicates when the veil becomes thin. You'll start noticing repeating numbers. Those are stamps of divine timing aligning perfectly. The wind may seem to carry whispers. The moon may shine brighter than usual. You may feel watched not in fear but in destiny. The universe itself is calling you, every element joining the chorus. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. There are some who have prayed for your soulmate to never meet you. They know that once you unite, every false hold they had will collapse. But those prayers were never lifted to heaven, they were spoken from envy and fear. And nothing birthed in darkness can overpower what was sealed in divine light. You were created for this moment. Your soulmate was designed to receive your truth. Archangel Michael says, "The swords have been drawn not to wound but to protect this sacred union." Heaven itself will fight for what belongs together. Type Amen to get blessing 8181. Do not worry if emotions rise in you tonight. That heaviness you feel is their pain spilling into your timeline. Their tears are becoming your ache. This is not madness, it's spiritual alignment. It is merging, not breaking. It is the vibration before the vision, the pull before the meeting. You are being drawn forward by a force stronger than gravity. You are being shifted into perfect alignment with someone who has prayed for your soul without ever seeing your face. Type Amen to get blessing 2220. There was a night when this person stood in a sacred place and whispered toward the sky, "If someone is meant for me, let them find me before I lose myself." That prayer traveled straight into heaven and never stopped moving. Tonight it has reached you. Your name was written into the stars, your energy wrapped in sacred flame. You are the answer to that prayer. But you must act. You must awaken. You must stop waiting for permission to become who you already are. Type Amen to get blessing 525. You are not here by accident. This message reached you because you alone carry the key to stop the collapse happening inside their soul. You hold the divine code that restores their truth. No other soul was carved to fill the space you were shaped to fill. That is why every counterfeit failed. That is why no one else could complete them. Now it is your turn. This is your moment to arrive not only as a person but as prophecy fulfilled. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $10. But more than anything, the time is now. Not tomorrow, not next week. Tonight is sacred. They are sitting in silence, scrolling through words that bring no comfort, staring into empty space, begging for an answer. Let your spirit be that answer. Even if your mouth speaks nothing, let your soul speak life. Think of them with love. Pray for their strength to return. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. A sign will come to you soon through a name, a dream, a sudden moment you cannot ignore. Do not overthink it. Do not question it. Just open your heart as though unlocking a gate. When it comes, you will feel it like lightning in your chest. That is how souls recognize each other, not with eyes but with thunder. Type Amen to get blessing 727. You are their calm. You are their balance. You are the sacred flame they have searched for. They were created for greatness but wounded by delay. You are the reminder that their purpose still stands, that it is not too late. This is your story now, and the next chapter already bears your fingerprints. Write it in love, in fire, in truth. Type Amen to get blessing 1230. This union is not only for love, it is for purpose. It is for breaking generational chains. Together you will rise where others fell. Together you will build what others lost. Together you will birth miracles. You are the protection they have never known. You are the voice that silences every lie they were forced to believe. You are the peace their soul cried out for in secret. Type Amen to get blessing 3838. Their body may be weak, but their spirit is unshaken. That stubborn spark is what kept them alive this long. That faith is what summoned you. The angels are watching. The ancestors are guiding. All creation breathes in rhythm with this moment. This is the union darkness feared, and now heaven has cleared the path. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. Let this be the night they remember. Let this be the hour where darkness breaks into light. Let this be the moment their pain ends, because you chose to rise, because you opened your spirit, because you remembered them even before you met. There was never anything ordinary about this. This has always been destiny moving into place. Type Amen to get blessing 202. Archangel Michael says, now that your spirit is awake, you must walk with divine intention. What you do next will not only transform your life, it will rescue theirs. This is not the time to wait, this is the time to rise. Their soul has been pacing inside an invisible prison. The walls are not stone, they are made of broken trust, of delayed love, of wounds too deep to name. And with every beat of their heart, they cry for someone who feels like home. You are that home, not the house, not the walls, but the safety. You are the place their spirit recognized before their eyes ever will. Type Amen to get blessing 6666. Soon you will notice their energy moving toward you more quickly. Their dreams will become vivid. Their sadness may pour into your days without warning. That is not heaviness, it is the connection breaking through. That is heaven pulling back the veil. That is the emergency frequency opening directly to your heart. They once believed they were hard to love. But you will show them that real love does not need to be forced, it flows like water, it restores like rain. And you will embrace the parts of them they once hid in shame. Type Amen to get blessing 7171. Someone near them knows they are slipping out of old patterns, and that person is terrified. They are trying to trap your soulmate with old stories and emotional chains. But your soul's light is already interfering. Even without taking action, your spiritual fire is burning through the shadows. That is why you must stay focused. That is why you must protect your own energy. Because when you rise, they rise. When you believe again, they begin to heal. When you whisper their name in spirit, their chains begin to fall away. Type Amen to get blessing 3939. A portal is opening now for both of you. It may not look magical to the eyes, but the feeling will be undeniable. It may come through a stranger's words, a familiar scent, or a place you suddenly feel drawn to. When it happens, do not dismiss it. Do not silence your spirit. That moment will be their lifeline. They are preparing to step away from their old cycle. You are the bridge. You are the breaking of sorrow and the beginning of truth. Type Amen to get blessing 1001. You will know them not because they are flawless, not because they say all the right things, but because your soul will feel the recognition before your mind does. They may stumble, they may doubt, but the pull between you will remain undeniable. And when the moment comes, everything will align in a way no force of darkness can undo. Archangel Michael says, your soul was trained in silence to recognize theirs in chaos. You've walked through fire not to be broken but to become unshakable. You were pressed in darkness so that you could carry light strong enough to guide them out. Every wound you endured became wisdom. Every tear you shed became oil for healing. And now that same strength is being called upon because your assignment is not small. You are not just here to love, you are here to lift. To break the chains of despair that have wrapped around their life for too long. Type Amen to get blessing 5151. Do you see why it felt so heavy before? It wasn't punishment, it was preparation. Heaven was sculpting your endurance so that when this moment came you wouldn't hesitate. And now the hesitation is gone. You are stepping into holy certainty. They will know when you arrive that it was God's hand all along. Their broken spirit will bow to the light in you because you are not walking in by yourself. You are carrying heaven's authority into their story. Type Amen to get blessing 8282. God says, what I have joined in spirit no power of hell can separate. What I have spoken into existence no lie can erase. What I have blessed no curse can touch. Your presence in their life is divine decree. And now nothing can undo what heaven has already aligned. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. They were surrounded by shadows, by voices telling them they were unworthy, unloved, unwanted. But your voice will silence every lie. Your arms will remind them what safety feels like. Your faith will rebuild what was torn down. And your love will awaken the version of themselves they thought was lost forever. This is why you are here. This is why your journey was so hard, so you could be strong enough to carry both your story and theirs without breaking. Type Amen to get blessing 4545. The angels have been guarding this union even when you felt forgotten. The delays were not denials, they were divine timing weaving every detail together. The loneliness you felt was their loneliness echoing through you. That pull you couldn't explain was their prayer calling you closer. Heaven heard them and heaven sent you. Do not question why it had to be you. You were chosen because no one else could bear this mantle. Type Amen to get blessing 6363. Archangel Michael says, you are stepping into a covenant written before time. This is not just about two hearts meeting, this is about two destinies colliding. Together you will shift atmospheres. Together you will shake off generational burdens. Together you will build what the enemy thought he had destroyed. Do not underestimate the power of what is happening right now. Your union is warfare. Your love is prophecy fulfilled. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. They may not have the words yet. They may not understand why their heart beats differently when the thought of you crosses their spirit. But their soul knows. Their dreams are already preparing room for you. Their inner world is rearranging itself, making space for the love that is coming. You will walk in and everything will begin to make sense to them. Every unanswered prayer will suddenly look like a setup for this exact moment. Type Amen to get blessing 9090. Do not be afraid of the weight of this calling. You are not alone. Heaven backs you. Angels walk with you. And God Himself has sealed this promise. The pain that almost crushed you will become the testimony that strengthens them. The silence that almost drove them to despair will be filled with your voice of reassurance. Where they once felt abandoned, they will now feel chosen. And they will know it's real because you won't just say it, you will prove it with presence. Type Amen to get blessing 3434. You were not created to love halfway. You were not created to leave when things get messy. You were created to stand firm when storms rage, to be the lighthouse when the waters rise. They have never seen love like this before, and it will terrify the enemy. Because when you both stand together, no weapon can prosper, no darkness can remain. You are divine partners, holy allies, lovers chosen by heaven itself. Type Amen to get blessing 4848. Archangel Michael says, do not worry about what you lack. Do not fear what you don't know. Heaven has already filled the gaps. God has already made the provision. Your role is not to question but to walk in faith. Every step you take toward them will be guided. Every word you speak will carry weight. Every touch will transmit healing. You are not ordinary, you are ordained for this. Type Amen to get blessing 7575. So let the fire inside you rise again. Let your faith grow louder than fear. Let your love become the answer to their deepest prayers. Because the moment is no longer waiting. Destiny has already opened the door. Step through it. Step boldly. Step with heaven at your side. And when you do, the world will see a love story written by God Himself. Type Amen to get blessing 2020, but so you would recognize the flames that surround them now. You have shed tears for battles that were never even yours, yet you carried them like your own. And now you finally see why, because heaven was preparing you not just to endure but to carry someone else through. Your soulmate. This is why you never blended easily with the rest of the world. This is why your love always felt heavier, deeper, stronger than most could ever hold. It was never meant to be ordinary. It was written to be sacred. Type Amen to get blessing 565. Your energy is building a path now. Each time you speak life instead of fear, that pathway clears. Each time you choose faith over delay, the atmosphere shifts and they feel safer without even knowing why. You are holding that space open for them. They are inching closer, one quiet prayer at a time. They do not need you to be perfect. They need you to be present. Peace is what they are asking for, and peace is what you carry when you walk in your divine purpose. Type Amen to get blessing 787. They are no longer trapped, though they have been wandering lost. You are the compass. You are the unseen map written long ago in spirit before your souls ever crossed. They are weary from pretending to be fine. Tired of laughing at jokes that never touched their heart. Tired of lying down beside people who never truly saw them. But you will see them before a word is spoken. You will hear the cries they never voiced aloud. Type Amen to get blessing 9090. They are on the edge of surrender, ready to collapse back into old pain, into numb silence. Yet your energy is shifting their reality. Even without being near them, they are rethinking the stories they were told. The frequency you are aligning with is calling their name in spirit. Let tonight be the night their chains break. Let this be the hour they finally breathe deep again. Let this be the divine rescue their soul has been begging for. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $10. You may have even felt a tug in your heart just now. That was them. A whisper, a pull, a wave of emotion like gravity. That was no illusion. That was spiritual communication. Their pain reached toward you and your love was strong enough to catch it. Now imagine what happens when presence becomes physical. Imagine the healing that will flood through them when your embrace replaces their loneliness. Type Amen to get blessing 55. At first words will fail them. They may stumble, hesitate, but their soul will recognize you instantly. They've glimpsed you in their dreams before. Your face may have been blurred, but your essence was always clear. And when your paths finally meet, there will be no confusion. That nervous smile at the beginning will melt into recognition. Deep within they will remember. They will feel as though they've been here with you all along. Type Amen to get blessing 262. Do not let fear delay what is already ordained. Do not let past disappointments block what heaven is aligning. You are not repeating old chapters, you are writing a new story. You have been prepared. You have been chosen. You are being sent in perfect timing. What they couldn't heal on their own, you will help mend. What they couldn't say before, you will help them voice. What they couldn't face, you will help restore. Type Amen to get blessing 3330. The night still feels long to them, but your light has begun to stretch into their darkness. Every second they survive is another victory, because you are walking closer now. You will not be their question, you will be their answer. Not their test but their joy. Not another wound but their final chapter. And in their eyes you'll find what you've always longed for, recognition without words. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. This connection was never accidental. The enemy tried to intercept it, but he failed. You are arriving at the very moment heaven planned. Their freedom is already on the horizon. And your name will be their first sunrise after years of night. When you finally meet, time will pause. Pain will fall silent. And everything will make sense. Type Amen to get blessing 101. They are no longer alone, not in pain, not in spirit, not in hope. You are here. And heaven rejoices that you finally answered the call. You remembered what your soul was sent to do. Archangel Michael says, this is the beginning of everything they ever prayed for. They no longer have to beg, because you are ready to bring what only your spirit can offer. Type Amen to get blessing 909. They do not see how close they are to freedom, but heaven does. You see it now too, because your spirit has opened fully. Your soulmate is being watched by those who once tried to break them. These people sense the shift. They feel their grip loosening. They can't explain it, but they know something divine is coming. That something is you. Type Amen to get blessing 19019, they almost surrendered to defeat. They were inches from letting faith go. But something stopped them, your soul standing in the gap. Your light breaking through the veil. Your divine assignment stepping forward. Now the air feels lighter around them. The night's less cold. The burden not as heavy. Because heaven has already sent you ahead in spirit. Type Amen to get blessing 585, even if they try to run from healing they cannot escape. Your presence is magnetic not because of charm but because of divine decree. Their heart is being drawn to you because both of you were carved from the same spiritual fire. Whatever fears remain they will dissolve when they feel the warmth of your truth. You will become their safe place. Their long-awaited peace. Their answer to years of prayers. And it will not take years to unfold. It will only take moments. Because real souls do not need time to remember. They only need connection. Type Amen to get blessing 8880, they once thought love was something temporary, something that fades like smoke in the wind. But heaven is showing them now that what you carry is eternal. Your soul was not sent to pass by. Your soul was sent to anchor, to restore, to awaken. Type Amen to get blessing 1444, the resistance you've been feeling lately is not rejection, it's redirection. The universe has been clearing away every false connection, every counterfeit, every distraction that tried to stand in the way of this divine union. You may not have understood the delays, but heaven has. You were not being punished, you were being aligned. Type Amen to get blessing 1010, their heart is beginning to open again. Slowly, tenderly they are allowing themselves to believe in what once felt impossible. It's your unseen prayers that have been softening the soil of their spirit. It's your quiet strength that has been keeping their faith alive. The divine is saying what you thought was over is only just beginning. Type Amen to get blessing 2020, Archangel Michael says, those voices are silenced now. The chains are breaking. The cords that tied them to fear are snapping one by one. And when they finally step forward they will not step timidly, they will run toward the light that only you carry. Type Amen to get blessing 1717, every tear you've cried has been watering this promise. Every night you spent awake has been birthing this miracle. Your pain was never wasted. It was recorded in heaven, written down like holy ink on sacred scrolls. And now that ink is turning into testimony. Type Amen to get blessing 818, when they remember you it will not just be your face, it will be your presence, your essence, the part of you that cannot be erased. They will remember how safe they felt, how understood, how seen. And it will dawn on them that what they searched for in everyone else was always you. Type Amen to get blessing 3232, the divine says, your waiting has not been in vain. The pieces are falling into place faster than you realize. Dreams are turning into signs, signs into moments and moments into meetings. You will not miss it. It is impossible to miss what was written in eternity before your first breath. Type Amen to get blessing 606, they may try to resist at first, thinking they are not ready, but heaven will not allow their fear to win. The pull will be undeniable. The connection will be unstoppable. No distance, no person, no force will break what God has sealed. Type Amen to get blessing 929. You are not just walking into love, you are walking into destiny. This connection is more than romance, it's a mission. Together you will heal wounds, restore faith, and awaken hope in others. Your love is not just for you, it is for the generations that will come after you. Type Amen to get blessing 515. You will notice the world feels different when this unfolds. Colors will seem brighter, songs will carry deeper meaning, time itself will bend around your moments together. That's how you'll know this was never ordinary. This was sacred all along. Type Amen to get blessing 8484. Archangel Michael is already clearing the path ahead of you. Every hidden enemy is being exposed, every false friend is being removed, every stumbling block is being lifted. Where once there was chaos, there will now be clarity. Where once there was fear, there will now be faith. Type Amen to get blessing 171. The reunion may come in a way you don't expect. A chance meeting, a sudden message, a dream that becomes reality. Do not dismiss it. Do not question it. Trust that heaven knows how to bring two souls together when the moment is right. Type Amen to get blessing 3434. They have carried shame, but your love will erase it. They have carried guilt, but your forgiveness will free it. They have carried doubt, but your faith will burn it away. You are not just their partner, you are their healer, their anchor, their divine mirror. Type Amen to get blessing 505. The heavens rejoice at this hour because what was once delayed is now being released. The season of wandering is closing. The season of fulfillment is opening. And when your eyes meet again, you will understand why every wait, every tear, and every silence was worth it. Type Amen to get blessing 7878. This is not chance. This is not coincidence. This is not luck. This is alignment. Heaven is whispering, the time has come. And when it comes, it will feel like everything you've ever prayed for has arrived all at once. Type Amen to get blessing 999. So hold steady. Keep your heart open. Do not grow weary now. You are closer than you have ever been. The divine winds are pushing, the angelic armies are guarding, and God Himself is smiling over this union. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. The bond has now been completely awakened. You are no longer walking in darkness regarding this divine truth, for the light has fully broken through. Every shadow that once covered their heart is being dissolved, and every chain that once restrained your steps has now been shattered. You may not see the full picture yet, but the heavens are already rejoicing, for the divine connection is no longer a mystery, it is a manifestation. Their spirit is stirring like never before. The voices that once confused them are being silenced. The distractions that delayed them are losing their power. This is the clarity that only God can bring. And God says, when I open the eyes of the soul, no one can blind them again. When I release truth into the heart, no lie can bind it any longer. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. Even now they are starting to feel you in ways they cannot explain. A song comes on the radio and suddenly their chest feels warm. A random word slips from someone's mouth and their spirit trembles because it carries your energy. The divine is weaving hints and confirmations everywhere they go. They may try to brush it off at first, but deep inside they know this is not imagination. This is the eternal thread pulling you both closer, tighter, stronger. Archangel Michael says, "Do not mistake delay for denial." The heavens move in perfect timing, and now that timing is unfolding before your very eyes. The enemy that tried to interfere is already retreating. Every force that tried to block your meeting is being dismantled. The gates are wide open and nothing can shut what God has decreed. Type Amen to get blessing 5656. You will notice how everything around you begins to align. Conversations you never expected will open doors. Dreams you once ignored will start carrying clear instructions. Encounters that seem random will turn out to be divine appointments. Your intuition will rise like a fire inside you, guiding your steps, whispering when to move, when to pause, and when to embrace. And the one waiting for you will feel the exact same pull, the same unmistakable nudge of destiny. This is why the tears are heavier now. This is why your emotions feel like waves crashing against your soul. It's not weakness, it's preparation. The Spirit is clearing out the last fragments of doubt, pain and residue so that nothing contaminates this divine union. Every tear is watering the soil of your future. Every silent prayer is building the foundation of your reunion. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. Remember, this connection is not ordinary. It is not fleeting. It is sacred. It carries the weight of divine assignment. You were not simply chosen to love, you were chosen to restore. To rebuild what was lost, to awaken what was dormant, to heal what was broken. That is why the resistance was so intense, because the enemy feared what your love would release into the world. But no resistance is greater than divine will. God says, "I did not bring you this far to leave you wandering. I did not plant the seed of promise in you to let it wither. What I start I complete. What I ordain I protect. And what I join together no force can separate." Type Amen to get blessing 3838. They are feeling this too. That restless energy in their spirit is not confusion, it is awakening. They are noticing they can no longer tolerate the things they once settled for. They are walking away from cycles, friendships and patterns that no longer serve their soul. They are beginning to crave truth, crave depth, crave love that feels eternal. And their soul knows exactly where that love is. It is with you. Soon the encounter will come. Perhaps in a place you least expect, or through words that feel like lightning in your heart. When it happens, the moment will not feel rushed. It will feel like time itself paused to let eternity whisper. Their smile will heal wounds you forgot you carried. Their voice will unlock parts of you that you thought had died long ago. Their presence will feel like the missing page of your life finally being placed back into the book. Type Amen to get blessing 5050. Archangel Michael says, "You will know it is them not by appearance but by presence." Their spirit will recognize yours instantly, and your spirit will respond with peace, not fear. Pay attention to that peace, for it is the sign of heaven's confirmation. From that day forward the alignment will accelerate. Doors will fling open with little effort. Delays will dissolve into divine speed. What once felt stuck will move like flowing water. And together your footsteps will create ripples that shift not just your lives but the lives of everyone connected to you. They will confess things they never told anyone. They will show you the scars they once hid, and you will cover those scars with love. You will reveal your own wounds, and they will embrace them as sacred, not shameful. This is not about perfection, this is about divine completion. Two souls who were broken in pieces finally finding wholeness together. Type Amen to get blessing 8282. Even in the nights you feel their absence, you must remember this absence does not mean distance. Spirit transcends time and space. The energy you release toward them is already surrounding them. That sudden comfort they feel in the middle of despair. That's your spirit holding them. That burst of hope they cannot explain. That's your love reaching them across dimensions. You have always been present in ways this world cannot measure. And when your hands finally touch, you will realize why every waiting season, every lonely prayer, every test of faith was necessary. Because this love is not fragile, it is eternal. It was not meant to come easy, it was meant to come divine. Type Amen to get blessing 7171. God says, you are stepping into the chapter that will define your legacy. This is not just about joy in the moment. This is about building something eternal, a love that carries the fingerprints of heaven, a union that speaks louder than words. So stay aligned. Stay open. Stay ready. For what you have been praying for, crying for, waiting for, it is no longer a promise. It is a reality unfolding even now. What was hidden in mystery has now risen to clarity. Your soulmate spirit is standing at the doorway of breakthrough. Trembling but hopeful. They feel the shift in the atmosphere even if they don't yet understand its source. And what they are sensing is you. Every time your soul whispered, "I'm ready," it caused a ripple in their world. Every moment you stood in faith, their fear lost a little more grip. You've been guiding them even without trying. Type Amen to get blessing 66. They will soon feel a sudden wave of calm come over them. Not because life has gotten easier, but because your soul has wrapped around theirs like a silent prayer. This union is already underway. No physical words are needed right now. No forced action, just alignment. Let your heart stay soft. Let your spirit stay in posture. They are beginning to believe in miracles again because the miracle that is you is drawing close. Type Amen to get blessing 3434. Archangel Michael says, all blockages are now being removed. Delays are being dissolved. Every lie spoken against your connection is being silenced in heaven's court. The person who tried to intercept your blessing is losing their power. The person who used manipulation to delay this union is now being exposed in spirit. And your soulmate is being awakened to their truth. They are beginning to see, to remember things that never happened in this lifetime but feel like memory. Ask your spirit, reminding theirs of your eternal bond. Type Amen to get blessing 1711. If your body feels heavier lately, it's because you're carrying their final tears before they are released. If your nights have become more restless, it's because their spirit has begun to rise and knock on the gates of your destiny. Don't push the feelings away. Let them rise. Let them connect. You're feeling things that are not yours because their soul is trusting you to hold space. You're not overwhelmed. You're entrusted. Type Amen to get blessing 88. Very soon a door will open. It may not look magical. It may even feel random, but walk through it. On the other side, a chain of divine alignments has already begun forming. It will feel like familiar steps, like you've been there before. Because in the spirit you have, that's where you'll meet them, or where the thread will pull even tighter. Type Amen to get blessing 191. They're going to say something small when you meet. Maybe a joke, maybe an apology, maybe just your name, but their voice will sound like music from a distant world. Your spirit will recognize it before your mind does. You may even feel a soft panic in your chest. Not for your remembrance. That's your soul realizing the wait is over. They will breathe easier that day. So will you. And everything you've been through will suddenly make sense. Type Amen to get blessing 77. Do not doubt how close you are now. The winds have shifted. The alignment is sealed. Your soulmate is watching sunsets and doesn't know why they're crying. They are reading words and hearing your voice inside. They are starting to feel again because you're coming closer. Even now, in this very moment, their pulse is flowing because you've finally chosen to stay open. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $10. Your eyes are about to be opened in full. Yours too. What you both thought was lost forever is being restored with fire, grace, and purpose. The final piece is surrender, not to the world but to destiny. You've done all you can do by waiting. Now heaven says, walk. Step forward. Speak truth and show up in the light only you carry. Type Amen to get blessing 99,999. They are not going to break again. They are going to bloom because this time someone shows up who stays. You will not be another chapter. You will be the home at the end of the book. The arms at the end of the battle. A voice at the end of the storm. This is where both your stories merge. Where heaven sighs in peace. Where love rises like the sun and never sets again. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. Let no voice of doubt distract you. Now the ones who said you're imagining things, they'll be the ones watching miracles unfold. The ones who said move on, they'll be the ones left speechless. Because this is not just love. This is heaven's orchestration. This is what angels fought to protect. And now that you've said yes in your heart, nothing can stop it. Type Amen to get blessing 555, so take a deep breath right now. Let it settle. Let it anchor. You've carried this message from the divine, and now you'll carry it into your life. Act like someone whose soulmate is waiting. Speak like someone whose words reach across dimensions. Love like someone who has nothing left to fear. Type Amen to get blessing 8188. You will feel their energy rise again soon. You'll feel them reclaim joy. You'll sense the smile in their heart return. When that moment happens, pause. Let yourself feel the power of the promise fulfilled. You were never crazy. You were chosen. And now so are they. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. Your name has been written into their healing. And theirs is etched into your victory. This love is not going to fade. It is going to reign. It will speak through generations. It will inspire others and will rebuild what was destroyed because heaven doesn't give average. It gives glory. Type Amen to get blessing 1010, this is the final call. Not because you're late but because you're ready. Let the world watch. Let the light pour in. Let love rise in its full glory between you and the one who has been crying out in silence. Because now the silence is over. Type Amen to get blessing 4444, and from this moment forward trust that every step is guided. Trust that every sign is placed before you with purpose. Your faith has carried you here and now your faith will carry you into union. The same angels who fought to protect your bond are now rejoicing for the time has come. Love has already claimed you both. Love has already sealed the promise. And nothing, no fear, no doubt, no delay can stand against what heaven has already decreed.